Okay, coming back here with some more Battle Brothers, right exactly where we left off. And let's go ahead and find us a contract. Now, last time we come down here, and as you may have noticed, these large cities aren't too terribly good for us contract-wise, simply because they don't have anything other than the large contract from the noble houses. So let's walk over here and see what we got going on down that way. Well, let's let this guy stay with us, and maybe he won't try to murder us in our sleep. So, it didn't look like he killed us in our sleep, which was a serious concern of mine. I'm not sure if that can actually happen, but I'm glad it didn't happen. Was this another convoy escort mission? Deliver this cargo. Okay. So we don't have to follow a convoy at this time, and we have to deliver this up here to the northeast. That's a long way to go, isn't it? Where am I going? I don't even see where I'm going. I don't see the... This is northeast, but I don't see anything around. Well, I don't see this place anywhere. Oh, there it is. It's up here in the corner. It was hidden by this thing. So, let's stop at the tavern and buy a few drinks. Then we'll go on about our business. We'll stop up. We'll stop this way. Actually, let's go this way. Let's go this way up here, because the place we're going is up here in the corner. So maybe we can get into a fight along the way. Yeah, looks like that party's going to take those guys out. So, do they have anything we might want? Let's pick up some more grain and fish. And looks like that's about all I'm going to pick up here. Let's see. Let's see if we can run down here and catch these. Here we go. These are sort of undead beast sort of things. I don't know that they're undead. But they're just odd. And it looks like that other mercenary company has apparently decided to join us in the battle. And they have dogs pre-deployed, looks like. So this battle is going to be a little lopsided. Well, I don't want to hit their dog, but don't want to not take the shot either. Let's just go ahead and move our guys up, and we'll let our dogs out. This battle is going to be over really, really fast, I'm assuming. Well, you know, that's the way it goes. There was just 6 of them, and there was quite a few of us to begin with. I mean, we've got 12 members, and the party behind us had, what, another 14 or so? Plus the dogs, so. Well, it should be over fairly fast. It's going to be a rather uneventful battle, it seems like. I'd like to get a few more long axes for our party to put behind our shield wall. Well, looks like that'll soon be the end of this guy. Once somebody up here gets a turn. That was the end of that. Rather uneventful battle, but we got a little bit of XP and our guys actually leveled up. So that's always good. And we still need to fulfill our ambition of rally the troops. And I'd really like, I'd probably say rally the troops for him, since he's our standard bearer here. And this guy already has brawny. Let's see, I haven't really played enough to make it much past this point. Spear wall is no longer okay. Well, that might be pretty good. Let's take spear mastery for our guys in the front. I think that'll be a good thing to have for our frontline fighters. And their melee skill is getting quite a bit better. Now here is a point where I don't exactly like the way these rolls turned out, so I may not go with health, because we got 4 here and then 3 melee skill, and I'll take melee defense. So this guy, I don't think I want to give him executioner. I'll probably take brawny just because later on, as the armor goes up and the fatigue levels go up, we're going to want to make sure we reduce our armor penalties as much as possible. He needs pretty good melee skill, and I want his resolve to be higher. And he's already got his fatigue's okay, so we'll up his hit points a little. So our guys are actually level 4 mostly. Looks like mostly level 4, except for him, he's new, and some level 5s. So we're doing pretty good, I think. Let's continue on up this way, and I think we can probably let's just go ahead and head up this way. Let the computer decide what the fastest path is up there. We should have plenty of food. We got 7 days. There's some bandits. Let's see if we can run them down. Come back here, you dirty old bandits. I don't want to fight them in the hills. I'd like to run them out. And I don't want to fight them at, well, it might be okay to fight them at night. Man, these guys are moving fast. We might catch them in some favorable terrain shortly. They're really making a run for it. They definitely do not want to fight us. I don't want to fight them in the forest, but looks like we're not going to have much choice. It's a good thing there's not a time limit on our contracts. I'd like to have some of these guys' armor. This is taking a quick glance over these guys here. This guy has a pike, which could be slightly dangerous, but I don't see anybody else who is very well armored or armed, except for maybe this other raider. So it looks like we should be able to go right directly in the spear wall on our front line. And we'll let these guys wait it out. Because these guys are being pretty aggressive, considering the situation they're in. And I guess one of the fun things about the game is you could always try different party configurations with different weapons and layouts. Like I'm a big fan of the spear wall up front with the ranged weapons, two ranged weapons in the back, so our guys can attack over top of our front line. Unfortunately, he's going to be a problem, because he is now in range of our front line, but we can't do anything about it. We'll see how the battle goes. That guy just about killed himself right there. That guy's going to end up killing himself. That's the AI for you, I suppose. Now, the good thing about him is he does not have a shield, so we might be able to do something here. At least damage him a little bit. At least get him hurt. Let's try to knock him back and go back into our spear wall formation. And move him around to the side, and now hopefully they should be within range of each other. Is my thinking there. It's my thought process. I want to put him in range of the other guy. Now these two guys look like they're coming down this way. So let's see how they turn out down this way. Now, he bypassed our shieldman. Let's hook this guy and see if we can get him closer. Now that's the usefulness of the bill hook and other hooked weapons, is you can pull these guys closer. Now he's up against our front line and he's in range of all of our characters here. So let's just turn our dog loose right here. And let's get rid of this guy's shield. And we'll put our dog loose on him. And I'm actually thinking about adding maybe something a little different in. I don't know if I want to play a few episodes of Call of Arms, or if I want to put in some Fallout Tactics. I really like Fallout Tactics. If you haven't played Fallout Tactics, it's a pretty good game. That was a good lucky shot for us. And we didn't hit anything there. Let's see if we can move over here. Get an angle on this guy. And I want to protect our archer, if possible, because I've foolishly, now that I realize what I've done, moved him out to the flanks. I want you to move up here, not attack. And yeah, I should be able to tie these guys up. So our archer should be safe now. Sometimes I move my characters without thinking. I guess in a way... Uh-oh. Poor war dog. He's dead. We lost our war dog. Now I'm sad. Well, that's the way it goes. But sometimes it's like chess in a way that you have to think about where you want to move your pieces. your mercenaries before you actually move them. Let's see if we can come over 2 spaces and then try to do something. See, I don't know why we would still be in a chance to hit him. So these guys are pretty much done, I think. They're not going to be able to do much the rest of the battle. The Raider is probably the most dangerous opponent left at this point. Since that guy's, he's pretty much now disabled because he looked like he took a fairly hard wound there. Yeah, he's dead, I'd say. There's not much left in him. Now, I realize that my backline standard bearer may not actually need that heavy armor, but I would also really hate for our standard bearer to fall. So I'd rather him have a little extra armor. And again, I completely forgot that that guy was still alive. I thought he was one of our guys and just wasn't paying attention. So let's move up here. Yep, that's the end of him. There went his head. So we got 2, 3 level ups here. So that's good. And see, maybe we got some good loot. We got a good helmet. And the rest of this is junk. And we got a pike, so now we can actually do something. I don't know. The hook is useful, but it's got 40 to 70 damage. And the pike is 60 to 80. This has much lower fatigue, so we'll hang on to that pike. And let's move helmets around here. I want to get rid of these helmets because you see it's 8 fatigue for 95 defense, but this is 105 defense and it's only 5 fatigue. So it's a better defensive item and it has less fatigue. So I'm trying to eliminate these older helmets and get them out of the way, or at least off the front line and onto the back line where maybe they're not so detrimental. We'll take, I think I'll just take student on this guy and see how that turns out. And he's got, does he have another level up? No, we don't have another level up. Let's just go straight down the board on him for that one. And we will probably take, I think I'll take Brawny here on him again. It looks like I've actually took, I took Executioner, so that's okay. What do we got down here? So, pretty useful perks, looks like, down this way. I think the next thing I'm going to take, though, is probably Polearm Mastery, since that's a polearm, but the axes are actually a long axe. So, I don't want to take something and lock him into a weapon that I may not want to keep, because I like having the advantage of being able to split shields from the back line, and plus it's also fairly effective against the armor. But I guess it's here nor there, simply because he's not ready to actually level up and do anything just yet. These guys won't be wearing too much armor, so I'd like to give them something helpful. No, we don't need Pathfinder, bags, or belts. That might be okay. The bullseye might be okay. See, I'm going to get rally the troops on our other guy there. I don't think I want to take Brawny with him just because he's an archer, and it doesn't like any of this is really going to be too awfully useful. I guess we could take the armor reduction penalty, but I think I'll take something else instead. Don't want to hold up here too much, but I'm not exactly sure what to even take. I think I want to take a next level perk here. I guess we'll just take the reduced armor penalty, which isn't going to be the most helpful thing in the world, but you know, now we have it. Now, I want to take Rally the Troops on him, but I also want to take Brawny, but I think I'll take Rally the Troops this turn, simply because this is our standard bearer, and later we can take, on the next time, we can take the armor reduction penalty on him. So his melee skill's already fairly high, but he got a decent roll, and I'm not overly worried about his defense at this particular moment. I don't know, he's got good health, and he has good maximum fatigue, so we may actually just increase his defense, since he's getting fairly good, and he's getting to be a fairly good fighter. So now with that little detour out of the way, let's get set back on up this way. There's more brigands figures. I walked right by them and didn't even notice there was some direwolves. We gained renown. He is now known as the Sergeant. He gained a Sergeant's sash. And everybody is in good spirits. So what exactly is the sash, since I've never got it before? So can we give him, what do you get? He gets 10 resolve. So he has 55 resolve, which may be among the highest resolve that we actually have, which will help since he is also our standard bearer. He does actually have now the highest resolve. So the standard bearer actually gives 10% of the resolve of the character holding the standard to the other characters around him. So that's good that he has a high resolve. So let's continue our journey. I think we've got plenty of food. We may stop at one of these places to sell off some of the loot, and we might try to pick another fight if we can find somebody to fight. And there's other mercenary companies in the world, and you can, in fact, fight them. But I'm not quite at the point where I feel comfortable taking on a mercenary company on purpose. So let's sell our unwanted items. I think I'll keep some of these just in case. We don't want these teeth. Instead, let's pick up some food. We'll get us some good food for our mercenaries. And looks like we're doing okay. Now let's pause and see if we can track down these direwolves. I don't like to do forest battles, but I really want to get these direwolves out of the way. Now, if we're lucky, these direwolves, well, unfortunately that one moved directly into range. I was hoping to get lucky and they would be about one tile away. But that is not the case, apparently. So I'm just going to prepare our shield wall and try to knock this guy back. So hopefully they will just eagerly kill themselves by repeatedly running into the pointy ends of our sharp sticks. So here he's got Rally the Troops. So we don't really need that right now, but it could be useful later on. So it looks like our line's set up, and let's see what they do. Well, unfortunately he missed his attack, but he did not. So there's only 2 of them, so it shouldn't be too bad. Had I paid more attention, we probably could have been way more aggressive. But I did not pay as much attention as I should have paid attention. So let's see if we can finish these guys off and then block them in. so that they can't get away, so we can get the experience. So this direwolf's pretty much surrounded now. There's no use turning the dogs loose. We've already lost one, and I'd really prefer not to lose anymore. I shouldn't have set them out in that last battle. I shouldn't have set them out at all. I should have been a little bit more careful with them. If we can get somebody in position down here. There we go. So he's pretty much toast. Poor wolf. That'll be the end of him. Well, I thought it would have been, but apparently he is very resilient. So we got another level up. So, pretty good. And, you know, he got a kill, so he got a little bit more XP than everybody else, but, you know, it's okay. A little bit extra experience never hurts to get when you can get it for free. And he got a level up. I thought I seen one. We'll take Brawny on him. And his health and fatigue are looking okay. So let's concentrate on what did he get a good roll on. He did not get a good roll here. And he did not get a good roll on his resolve. And I don't want to throw this away. So, well, actually, he doesn't need the. What was I thinking? He doesn't need range skill. So, I don't think his initiative needs to be increased because it's decent. So let's just, I guess, pick out his resolve. And we'll continue on our way up here. This one isn't going to make us rich like some of the other ones, but it pays pretty good. You're looking at 890 gold crowns. So anyway, like I said, I'm not sure. I was trying to get Transport Fever to work, but for some reason it crashes immediately every time I try to load into a map. But I was thinking about either Fallout Tactics, because I like Fallout Tactics. It's been a long time since I played Fallout Tactics, and I think it's a pretty good game. Or Call to Arms. I may play Call to Arms, but I want something that is easy to sit down and play in like 30 minutes to an hour increments and actually be able to do something. And, you know, Battle Brothers fits that. I can cut it, you know, about every 30 minutes and then have a longer special every now and then. But here, you can read this. So I think I'm going to concentrate mainly on, I'm going to try to just go out and start getting into fights. We got a pretty good cushion of money at the moment. So let's just concentrate on fighting. And I think the next video I'm going to probably end this one with the first fight that I can find of an undiscovered place. But here then I'm going to stock up on some food and supplies. Well, this is a 3 skull contract. Let's see what it is. This might be good money. And plus it's a fight, and it shouldn't take us too long to find it. So let's see if we can squeeze him for some more money. No. So he wants us to get his item back. The barber. We got an armorer here, and he does not have anything that I can afford. I do not think. I can, well, okay, I can afford most of this, but I don't want to leave our company that low on money. I don't think we have any injuries that need healing. And I don't need a barber at the moment. Let's see. They don't have anything that I really am interested in. And we got 9 days worth of food. Everybody's already in good spirits. So, since I've got some extra money, let's consider perhaps some of the cheaper pieces of armor. It looks like the cheapest thing he has is this padded leather, which is probably already less, if I'm not mistaken. 95, 80. 80, 95, 80, and 80. So it looks like we're already doing fairly okay. See, he now has Audemars the Sergeant. So his title is the Sergeant. Now you can go in here and give these guys like a title. Like you can click on their name and give them a title. But see, he's the Survivor. And then some of these other guys have names. If I can see. See, he's Quick Mind. Whatever that means. So, looks like everybody has decent armor. I really don't want to mess with anything since everybody has fairly decent armor. And I can't afford I could get 2 of these basic mail shirts, which it's not really worth it, I don't think, at this point right now, because we got $3,000. We could buy 2 of them and upgrade 2 of our guys, but well, yeah, let's just go ahead and buy 2. We got a lot of shields, and I'd rather have the melee defense, which means I'd like to keep the heater shields. But the kite shields are pretty nice, but they have such a large fatigue penalty. See, the wooden shields are just 15 and 15 with 10 fatigue, whereas these are 15 and 25, but they're 6 more fatigue. These are higher defense by a little bit in melee, 5 extra points, but they're 14 fatigue, so I don't know. And these shields are actually a little tougher. The kite shields are slightly tougher, so I may phase out shields on a rotation here in a little bit. This kite shield, we can afford another kite shield, so what's it give us? So we got 1 heater shield and 4 kite shields. And we still got $1,300 left, which is enough to get us through 7 more days. So actually, let's rotate out our inventory in our middle. So this is our middle guy, and we'll start him with the heater shield since he's in the middle, and then we'll work on outside to outside and leave our round shields on the outside. That means we can sell some of these off. I want to keep we got 7, so I want to keep 4 just in case we have a bad run. So I'll sell off 3. And then, let's see. This guy's already level 5, and he does. But I want to give it to whoever has the most fatigue. The heavier armor should go with the guy with the most fatigue starting out. So, 71, 88, 90. He has 90 fatigue, and the difference between these is 12. Let's just start in the middle and work our way out then. So now these guys still have he's got 69 and 70, so I think that's okay, because that's a big jump. We went from 10 to 12 isn't too bad, but from 8 to 12 is about 4 points. So if anybody has anything lower than 95, we can switch them out with this lamellar armor. Is that right? Yeah. I realize that I've spent a lot of time in the menu in this particular video, but it'll save us time next time. Now, this is 70 and this is 80, but there's a big fatigue difference between it for 10 points. There's 3 points of fatigue between it, and I think I would rather not. I think our archer might be okay with padded leather, and we'll give him padded leather as well. So everybody has fairly decent armor. I'd like to have 1 more good piece of armor for this guy here, but I don't think we can afford it. So I'm going to keep 4 shields. I'm going to sell off this mace. I think I'll sell the pack. I could have repaired it, but you can repair the items in your inventory instead of having to have them equipped. But we're going to get paid fairly decent for this little contract here. Almost 1,300 gold crowns. So let's try to fight on some more favorable terrain. We finally got him. So I'll probably end the battle or end the video after this particular fight. So it's like they've got 2 ranged guys. I want to see what they do first. I like to be cautious, but let's just mix it up. Let's just throw caution to the wind and let's run forward and see what we can do. Because, why not? A 5% chance to hit. Let's move him up this way. Must be because of this old cartwheel. And this brush was blocking the line of sight. So this guy's dangerous now because he's got that axe. So we got to take him down. Only a 23% chance to hit. Let's move this guy up. And let's try to do something. So we got him. So I want to move him up. I need to cover. Unfortunately, our archers now. That's what I get for just throwing caution to the wind and running forward, right? So now we can try to knock these guys away. This guy needs to go quickly. So I need to concentrate on this guy up here and get rid of him. And I need to get this guy away from my archer. I'm hoping he doesn't break any of our shields, but I got a feeling that's probably going to be something that happens. We'll move him a little bit more forward. And we'll move him up this way. So he acts in 4 turns. Those guys just swap positions, unfortunately for us. I need to get... He acts in 3 turns. I need to get away. I need to get my archer away from this guy. Who acts next? Nobody's going to act next. Let's try to get away with him. Okay, well we got away, but unfortunately our armor broke. And yeah, I hated that. I should have known that was going to happen. That's why I keep extra shields. But no takesies backsies, and I moved forward much faster than I should have. Just being overeager. And made some bad decisions. And that's what you get. So that's the end of that guy. Our sergeant took him out. Let's move over here. See if we can take this guy out. I need to get through this guy and at that axe guy up there. I don't have much chance to hit either one of these guys, but I need to get this axe guy taken care of. So hopefully we can do something about him before his turn. Because I don't want to lose another shield. I didn't want to lose that shield, to be quite honest. And he's blocked off, so I can't do nothing about him. Unfortunately. And I do not have clear line of sight on anybody at this particular moment. And, you know, not only is the axe itself a dangerous weapon, it's dangerous because it can destroy your shields, and then it leaves your guys shieldless. So, that's what happens. But, you know, not everything goes to plan all the time. And it was my fault for putting myself in that particular situation. Which is why I like to keep backup shields. Even on my other personal save, which I'm going to go ahead and admit, on my personal save, it's cheated like a lot. I cheated money. I didn't cheat my character's skills, but I cheated money, so my guys have the best equipment that you can have in the game. So like when I come across equipment, they've got the best equipment that I can always get access to. Which doesn't make them better fighters, it just means they've got really good equipment. So we got 3 level ups, and unfortunately that guy's armor was seriously damaged, I think. But luckily we got a replacement kite shield to go right back with our broken kite shield. And we got some decent money for this contract. So this guy, where's he at? He's missing a shield. He only had a round shield, so we'll put him back on a round shield. If I had if I had one more kite shield, I could swap him out. 140, 105. So that's a good swap for him. And see, you can go in here, and I think if you, if you alt and right click, it even shows you up there. If you alt right click, you can set it to repair an item in the inventory. But I don't like to waste my tools because they're expensive. Repairing things that I don't particularly need. So let's go back to the armorer and see, does he have any shields? He does not have any shields. And I'm not a big fan of flails. so we'll just get rid of that. I want to keep 4 shields, but I also want to replace those other 2 shields. We'll get rid of a bow because we don't need it. So we're back at $3,000, and I don't see anything in particular that I would really like to buy. These 2 helmets are kindly expensive, and I think we're okay for now. So we've got this male cough that we may put on somebody. I think I seen one guy, yeah, he's got this. It's a downgrade in armor, but it's half the fatigue, so we're going to ditch that helmet and sell it. So let's see if this merchant here has any shields. He does not. So looks like I've accomplished pretty much what I've set out to do. I'd like to buy another thing of ham and make sure we've got enough food. Let's buy some roots and berries. So we got enough for 10 days. We got plenty of money. I'm going to leave the video here. Let's check his contract out, and then I'll leave the video here. 1,080 crowns. Okay. Wait, escort a caravan. You know what? I'll have to think about it. So let's just leave it here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like. Leave me a dislike. If you didn't like it, leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a thumbs down. Whatever you feel appropriate. I'd like to hear back from you either way down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time, okay?